indicates I am audible to all of you. Aditya Rawat. Hello. Aditya Rawat. Gaurav Chand. Anjali.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. We are going to discuss e-business framework and many components of the framework we have discussed earlier, and we will take them together today and how the framework works, right? And how it is different from old brick and mortar business, and what are the e-business, how complex it is. Old brick and mortar business finding ways to gain advantage opened by e-business, right? We have old brick and mortar businesses finding ways to gain advantages opened by e-businesses. Basically, most of the businesses were working earlier also, right? And they slowly have a transformation in a business. Any business we can talk about, even starting from the Reliance Group or Tata or anyone producing any product or providing any services. They were initially also in the business, brick and mortar business, and as the internet becomes the common and the internet penetration increases in countries and people becomes more fond of multiple applications started building. Now we reached up to the good data speed as well as smartphones, and this transformation is happening in business not from today. It we can say from 1995 onwards. Initially, businesses have static websites having 5-6 pages, and they were providing information about their product or services they were providing. And slowly, as the number of internet speed increases, number of applications increases, the ease of use with the internet, now the internet penetration, we in our country even more than 50% internet penetration, and in cities it is up to 85%. Up to 85% we can say 85% people using smartphones, having internet phones, having internet devices, and in rural area it is 20%, right? So this transformation, business transformation, old brick and mortar business finding ways to gain advantages opened by e-business. So these all the conventional businesses are trying to gain the advantage opened by e-business, right? And the new entrepreneurs in race to establish themselves in the new digital marketplace, like we can say like Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal. Amazon was before that era also, I think, but Flipkart and Snapdeal were totally new, and they are in the business of e-commerce only. They doesn't exist before that. So now these both, the one entrants are those who were initially in the brick and mortar business. They were in the business from last many years, and this other another ones are those new and totally on the e-commerce and e-business, right? Like in physical markets, only those will survive who have a strong fundamental framework. So for any business, you suppose you have an idea, you have a concept of a business, so you need to have a fundamental framework to stand, to survive in the market, to grow in the market, right? Based on sound business and market understanding. So you need to understand the market, you need to understand the business, you need to understand the customers, you need to understand competitors and all, right? Only then you can survive for long runs. As businesses is in its initial stage, e-business is not very new now. The slide a little bit 3, 4, 5 years old. Even everyone is not selling online today. It's new, right? And the pace is very high. The growth rate is more than 25% e-commerce. And the importance of developing businesses models on sound frameworks is accented. The framework needs to encompass the basic and supportive infrastructure. The framework should be such that it should support basic, right, and business applications as well as issues that are needed for developing the new business model, right. This is basically consideration for creating an e-business framework. Consideration for creating e-business framework. We have, will it interoperate the business? Interoperate, can we operate with brick and mortar as well as on the e-platforms, right? And we need some standards. Technology, can it be built? I'm talking about technology from the first day, because e-business or e-commerce is totally depends on the technology, right? Market, will it sell? We are able to sell in the market. And regulations, is it allowed? Rules and regulations. Government authorities are allowing to sell online or not? Is it allowed? So will it interoperate? Can we operate in multiple way? Can it be built? Technology and market, will it sell? Are we will be able to sell? So these are the 4 different dimensions, we can say, right? We have to think about e-business framework, building blocks. These are the basic building blocks of the e-business, right? And we, most of the things we have discussed earlier also, and we will be taking them here with fast pace. Financial issues, we have core e-business core on the center. In the e-business core on the center, common business service infrastructure, common business service infrastructure, messaging and information distribution infrastructure we need, right? Emailing and all. Content development and publishing infrastructure, right? Content development and publishing, development and distribution infrastructure, supply chain and all, development and distribution infrastructure. So these are the 4 e-business core building blocks, and these are surrounded by financial issues here, and legal and financial issues are always there in the business, of course. Market related issues, cultural issues, as we talked about cultural issues, right? As even we talk about the apparels in the Western, you know about the Western dress of men's or the women's. You know, also know about the Indian sarees and all. You also know about the weird by the Muslim dresses weird by modern Muslims on in India as well as in Muslim countries. So these are the many such cultural issues are there everywhere. Festivals and season festives and all celebrated, all cultural issues. These must be addressed, right? And network protocols and technology concerns. That is the one important part, technology concerns in a business, right? Legal and regularity issues, legality of what you can sell, how you are charging international customers, how your international customers are paying you, right? Banking systems, how you are shipping, which courier services you are using to ship to your international customers. A lot of these issues, right? Legal and regulatory issues, network and protocol issues, finance is always there, market related and cultural issues. So these are the major issues. Now we have enablers, right? Enablers, standard setting bodies, we set standards in everything on every business. We can say about setting a standard like the checkout process and what fields should be necessary in the checkout, adding the cart reaches to the checkout, or there should be some in between process. And these are the standards we can say in the e-business. And what should be the image size, what will be the normal delivery timings, right? And packing size, we can say, packaging and all, who will be responsible for packaging, this is the standard. And if the product reaches have some fault, then buyback and return, right? Return is acceptable within a week. This is also can be e-commerce and e-business companies are saying. So these are the standards basically. We all know that if we are going to receive any faulty products, so definitely company we have to return to the company. We have to initiate a return request, and the company will send their couriers, and they will be coming for pickup for the return pickup, right? So this is standard setting body, standard on every aspects of the business. Aggregator and publishers. Aggregators, we know with aggregating multiple things that is a common place. So we call them aggregators. And when service providers, wireless area network, copyright brokers, hosting services providers, hosting companies and all, hosting companies, security companies. And here the public in a policy, what will be the public policy pertaining to the right, and certification authorities on different, right, software providers or the auditing authority and meeting authority. These are the different enablers we need to be. And activities, right, activities. Activities, advertising and shopping. This is an activity. Negotiating is how much it will take in the shipping. Is there any discount? What will be your return policy? Warranties and all these are covered in the negotiation. We will discuss later. Ordering. What is the process of ordering? Billing, payment, settlement, distribution and receipt. Right. So these are the activities. Basically, activities. The framework is generally developed to support the following activities and functions. These activities and functions should be supported by the framework. Advertising and shopping. The e-business framework should be such that it must support advertising and shopping. Shopping, definitely we have shopping cart. We can add product in the shopping cart or shopping basket, and then we can check out. We can pay, or we can have the option of COD, and then we will be placing the order. And in case of, this is about the physical product, and if the product is digital product, maybe any security software you are purchasing or any other emailing software you are purchasing. So the framework is generally developed to support the following activities and functions. Advertising and shopping. And advertising and shopping is required in the any business you are performing, whether it's brick and mortar business or it's a e-business, online business. We need to have advertising and sorry. We need to advertise the business. Advertising for shopping, right? And in e-commerce, we can suppose if you are developing a store using your using WordPress plugins. Store you are developing using WordPress plugins. With the WooCommerce plugin, there is facility. Then you can sync your WooCommerce store with Facebook page and advertising, as well as with Google AdWords advertising, right? So, but Facebook page advertising is free of cost. There is a shop on your Facebook page. As you upload your products on your e-store on using the WooCommerce, then these e-store products will automatically be uploaded on your Facebook page. That is synced. And similarly for the shopping facilities, one can shop from there also. And negotiation is basically, we will discuss in detail later in the slides. Negotiation, ordering, billing, payment and settlements, right? If any returns and all, then these payment and settlements, distribution and receipt, accounting, customer service, information and knowledge processing, right? So these are the advertising. As I said, searching and browsing electronic directories and catalogs on a network. enabling intelligent agents for various purpose on behalf of one or many buyer or sellers. Sellers advertising their products and services, right? Sellers advertise their product and services. Electronically navigating network accessible services. A major problem associated with the advertising and shopping activity is the cost and time expended, right? In developing, maintaining and finding relevant information, products and services, given the plentitude of available information. High level of information is available on the internet, and now only not Amazon or and Flipkart is there in the only Flipkart and Amazon or Snapdeal are not the player in India. Many hundreds of new e-commerce websites are there in India, and mostly you will find that they are working in a particular segment, they are working in a niche, and they are advertising in that niche. They are competing with many of such websites are competing with Amazon or Snapdeal on their niche segment, right? So they basically Amazon, Snapdeal are the marketplaces, and suppliers are uploading their products, and these websites I'm talking about, the e-commerce stores I'm talking about, they are working on a particular niche, right? Okay, the information is so the advertisements are too much on the net, and the information is too much information is available. You can compare easily. This is a tough. This makes the things good for the customers, and by the customer's point of view, this also confuses many time. We need to know that on which message or which product we have to believe. Obviously, this problem will become increasingly complex as more and more service providers will be available online. Services become available online, and the choices and possibilities multiply exponentially, because these are multiplying. Number of choices with you for buying a particular product are multiple now, not only one or two websites. We have hundreds of choices for many. If you talk about the apparel segment, right, and we can find better fashionable clothes on low prices than Amazon or other platforms, right? And negotiating, buyers and sellers may elect to negotiate the terms of a transaction, right? That is the terms of exchange and payment. These terms may cover delivery, refund policies, arranging for credit, installment payments. Amazon and other platforms are now offering purchase on the basis of installment. So you can purchase on multiple installments. These are the, but you need finances, you need technology to upgrade. As I am talking about the first day, that if we are growing on an e-business platform, then we need to invest on technology. The copywriting or licensing agreement, usage rights, distribution rights, and all these terms can be standardized for routine commodity use, right? Can be standardized as the return in within 7 days. This is one standard now. We can say norms. This is a norms. This is a standard written within a week. Routine commodity use, or customized to suit more unique individual situations. Often, in case of two parties with a well-established business relationships, the terms of exchange are pre-negotiated as standing contractual terms for all their future exchanges. This process will frequently also include authentication of the two parties. Right? Ordering. The buyers eventually uses a contractual agreement of the terms of exchange and payments. Basically, ordering in all are we understands, and this is more formal, happens with more formally and with the more formal agreements on the corporate levels. If someone is vendoring to a company or providing solutions to a larger company. Billing. Once a seller has delivered goods or services, a bill is sent to the buyer. This bill generally includes remittances information that should accompany the payment. Sometimes the seller may require payment in advance. Sometimes a supplier sends, right, advance info notifications and all. These are about the billings. Payment and settlements, right? These are the main things. Distribution and receipt. Seller arranges for delivery of the purchased goods or services to the buyer, and the buyer provides the seller with the proof of receipt of delivery. We signs that yes, we have accepted. Accounting is basically not much involved. If we talk about B2C, then we buy, and it is involved it for the 1 week by the return time. Then it involves for if there is a warranty on the product. And if we talk about installment based buying, then accounting role of accounting increases, and if someone is buying on installments, right? And the mostly it involves on the corporate levels. This activity is particularly important to corporate customers and suppliers. If corporate customer, we talk about corporate customers, both buyer and sell must reconcile the electronic transactions in the accounts, receivables, and all, right? And customer service, providing the buyer with the timely information as the progresses of the transaction, handling customer requirements when transaction go, that is resolving any mistakes, disputes, or complaints concerning product quality, delivering, or payment, right? Providing expert advice and assistance in the use of products and services, right? So this is what customer service. Now, issues involved in developing an e-business framework. We have discussed on the first slide. On the second slide, these are the issues involved in developing an e-business framework. These are the pillar issues we can say for the e-business framework. Financial issues, customs and taxation. Customs and taxation involved. When we are talking about that customers can buy from any websites all over the world. If you are saying that you can buy from anyone on the world, from any website, so you will have to talk about customs and taxations. What the rules and regulations of taxation and customs duties. Electronic payments and fund transfers. These are the financial issues, basically two financial issues. Two types of, we can say, financial issues. Then legal and regulatory issues. Uniform commercial code, right? Intellectual property protection, privacy, security, confidentiality, and integrity, protection of consumer rights and interest, content liability, dispute resolution, and jurisdiction. These are the legal and regulatory issues addressed, and right issues. Market related issues, market development stage. What is the stage of a particular market? What strength or what segment, what strength of the people is ready to buy online? That is, we can say, market development stage. Competition in a particular segment, customer orientation, what customer thinks about a particular product, about buying online. Now people are selling cars online, even cars online, carwala.com, many such websites are there. Even new cars as well as multiple websites are there for second-hand cars, but you will find websites for the first-hand cars also. Trust and reliability. Network protocols and technical standards. This is the technology part. Transmission protocols and standards, multimedia formats, what multimedia formats can be used. Hardware standards, right? Interoperability, backward and forward integration of hardware and software. Documentation, specifications, compatibility, acceptability of standards. Socio-cultural issues, right? Perceived economic appeal and attitude towards e-commerce. What people of a particular society or religion or group thinks about the e-commerce, buying online, what they think about buying online, right? And usability will define the navigation patterns, lifestyle, demographics of target market, purchase potential, social and religious dynamics. So these are the issues. These are the 5 different types of issues involved in developing e-business framework. When we talk about e-business, then when we draft a plan about our e-business, we may be working offline business, we may have a brick and mortar business, and when we talk about selling online, then we have to address all these issues, right? And not all the businesses, all the companies selling online are only online companies. Most of the companies having their business, offline business, brick and mortar business from many years, many decades. Now they are transforming to the online platforms also. And most of them have done this job now, and they are selling online too, right? And they have to address all these issues. If anyone yet not transformed on the online platform, this following a bottom-up approach, e-business core is a four-layer architecture. E-business core, right? Four-layer architecture. Common business service infrastructure. What is the common business service? Messaging and information distribution infrastructure. Infrastructure for messaging. Common business service infrastructure. Infrastructure for common business service like security, right? Web services, right? And the second one is messaging like emailing, SMS and all. Content development infrastructure for developing content, product details and all about the blogging and all. Development and distribution infrastructure. Development and distribution infrastructure, right? We will discuss in detail about all this. The first one is common business service infrastructure. The common business infrastructure for e-business consists of 6 main elements. These are security, authentication, encryption, electronic payments, right? Search engines, web services and personalization. Security, authentication, encryption, electronic payments, all this needs SSL, secure service socket layer, right? SSL. Without this S on HTTP, without that S on HTTP, you cannot have a e-commerce store. Search engines are needed for searching, and web services, we know web services are building the e-commerce platform. Personalization is providing personalized content to your prospective customers or your customers. Personalized contents. Personalized contents, we all know about personalization or personalized content. If you are fond of watching YouTube, particular types of YouTube videos or particular types of Facebook videos, then whenever you will be online on these social media platforms and you start watching a particular type of video, the platform fetches you the similar videos, right? This is personalization. Similarly, if you searches on Google similar types of things, Google understand that you are interested on these things, and Google fetches you the similar types of information all the time. Whenever you open the Google, the news will be there. News will be related to you are interested on, right? So this is personalization, right? That is one important. And security, major concern for doing business on the internet. Definitely businesses feel vulnerable to attack. Encryption is used to help secure data. HTTPS, as I said, HTTP with SSL is used to encrypt data to ensure its integrity and safety, right? Secure sockets layer, SSL. Secure sockets layer, that is necessary for security. So these are authentication. We all know password is used for authentication. We are using password now. Digital signatures are also used for authentication. Password as well as digital signatures. Digital signatures. Encryption is basically when you enter passwords on any place, and then you submit, then it makes a long string. If your password is 8 characters, the string may be 30-40 characters. So it works basically, there is a key, they introduces a key, mixes the key with that password text, and at the entrance window, and at the time of using that password is decryption is there, right? This is the way of encryption and decryption, right? And two types of encryption technologies are there: symmetric and asymmetric encryption technologies. Private public key, they use public key, private key concept, you can read. Electronic payments. A number of payments methods are used by businesses to make and receive payments on the internet. These methods are basically the equivalent of offline payment methods. A few of most popular types are virtual terminals, transaction processors, internet checking, electronic fund transfers and all, right? So search engines, we all know about search engines, and we need search engines for searching information. Search engines are used to index the content of the internet so that information about a specific topic can be located. To index the content can be located. Search engines. Web services and personalization. We have discussed what is personalization and what are web services. Web services, standardized way of integrating web-based applications. Standardized way of integrating web-based applications. Organizations can share data transparently. Web services are basic building blocks of the SOA. Personalization is the selective delivery of content and services to customers and prospective customers. Selective delivery of content. Personalization is selective delivery of content and services to customers and prospective customers, right? That is, and we have messaging and information distribution infrastructure we need for e-commerce. Content development and publishing, video, audio, text, electronic documents, graphics and photos and all. That is, we need to have real-time and non-real-time applications, right? Third, building blocks of supporting framework for e-commerce includes standards for various multimedia file types and all, right? Deployment and distribution of infrastructure, right? So we will develop rest. We will discuss rest on the next class, right? And that is for the day.